wise by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life, love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, smoke is reflected off the mirrors and pit clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, in paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody. Finally, we got this thing working. Just drives me nuts. Finally got everything working. I was trying to get it all set up, and for some reason, it just would not give it to me. I don't know what the issue was, but I'm trying. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything that I was trying to do earlier done. And like I said, I was live, and let me see, move to trash, get rid of that one, move. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on with this thing earlier. It was just a pain in the butt. But we are finally here and finally on. We're finally on, and like I said, you guys can go to YouTube, search the Unpopular Hour, hit like, subscribe, and notification bell, and it will come up. And so anyway, sorry for all the, I'm not a technical genius, even though I get cocky and think that I do know what the hell I'm doing. I find out real quickly that I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I even deleted one of my posts that I wasn't trying to delete. So there you go. I mean, it's one of those deals. I have to put that back. Anyway, hopefully everybody had a fantastic 4th of July weekend. I did. Got to see my little dude in Houston. Got to spend time with him, and then, of course, Burl just ran me out yesterday morning. Tried to leave there, plugged the stuff into my car. My car went haywire. The lights went. I mean, it's just been a deal. Hey, some kid threw a rock off a damn bridge in Houston and just scraped the side of my window. I mean, barely missed going through my windshield and hit the side of the window. I don't know what the hell. I mean, you can kill somebody doing that. I don't know what these kids. Cars are going 75 miles an hour, 80, 85 miles an hour down a highway, and you're on a bridge throwing rocks off the bridge just so you can damage a car. I mean, to me, you can hurt somebody, you can kill somebody, then your life is over. You're going to jail for the rest of your life because you're an idiot and your parents weren't there taking care of you and making sure you were bringing you up right or whatever the hell. And so anyway, scraped my windshield. My window on my my driver's side, my back window. I got to get that fixed. It just was my weekend started out great and ended up terrible, and a lot of it had to start with a young man of mine, the Tallwater family. Zach Tallwater, the baby boy of the three, Ben Graham, and Zach. He was the baby boy of the three Tallwater boys, and I coached his big brother Ben for 5 years. And it's just heartbreaking to me for him to have passed away at Grand Lake this weekend. Found out Friday night, so that was the start of my weekend going downhill. And anyway, my condolences go out to the boys and the family. They had a 10:00 deal at McGinnis today for him. I will be going to the funeral. I hate stuff like this. Brings up my bad things for me, and I just don't like attending things like this, especially for young kids who had the world in front of them and their whole lives ahead. And he had just accepted a scholarship to go to Dartmouth. And unfortunately for him and the university and their family, he will not be attending, and they're just getting ready to go into senior in high school. Some people think high school is the pinnacle for a lot of people because they really do nothing after high school. That is as great as they're ever going to be in their life. That's the most power they're going to have. And for those kids who don't get to make it, I'm sorry for them that they don't get past that. And then for those of us who are blessed enough and lucky enough to be able to get past high school, to go to college, and then get out of college, and then be able to fulfill a full life. Realize how blessed we are and how we take that for granted. And it's just my heart just goes out to their family, to those boys, especially being so close to them, knowing him since he was 4 years old, uh, and for him that to happen to him like this, it's heartbreaking for his dad, his mom, his family, everybody, the whole family. I'm sorry to hear that for them, and I will be going to the funeral this week. I don't know exactly when it is, but I will be attending that. I just for me to go to a chapel service at McGinnis, that just wasn't going to be big enough to fit everybody who was going to be there. All of his high school teammates, all of his family, including people like myself and the parents, and it's just, that's just hard. But I will be seeing all the kids at the funeral, all of my former players, uh, male and female, but just the kids that I grew up teaching. And as a coach, uh, you have a certain bond that you feel with these kids. You have a certain bond that happens because you're like a parent to these kids. I mean, you're not their parent. Don't get me wrong, you're not their parent, but you are the parent. And you get to know things like they would tell me things that their parents didn't know, and I would wait and I wouldn't tell their parents. I would tell their parents only things that I felt their parents should know because to me, it's like I said, you can't ever say anything to them. You can't get on to them about it. You can't do anything because it's important that you know and be aware of what's happening. And I felt like there's some things that they told me that I don't think their parents needed to know. People would get mad and say, well, I'm their parent. I need to know. No, if you need to know, he would have told you or she would have told you. But there's things I told my coach that I didn't tell my parents. And I think as a coach, you have to have a certain ability to distinguish what's really harmful to the kid and the parents need to know. And like I would tell the parents, you can't ever say anything to them. You just need to be made aware of it so that you can watch it and then catch them or whatever. But I would never put one of my kids in harm, not telling their parents something that I thought would harm them in some kind of way. There's things that I told them that I felt were detrimental to their health or to what was going on. As a parent, those are things that you need to be made aware of so that you can look out for. But I never told them things that I felt like, I'm like, that's not something that the parent, you are the parent. And I don't even know if I'm even saying this correctly to where it makes sense. But as a coach, you have to be able to distinguish between what's something that's harmful that the parents need to be made aware of so that they can oversee it, so they can look at it, so they can figure out how to keep their kids safe versus something that's just personal that you're giving them advice on, that they felt like for whatever reason that they could not go to their parents. So there's a balance there. So anyway, all my kids were there. A lot of them were there today, and a couple of them texted me. It was like, Coach, I was like, the funeral is going to be hard enough for me just to attend itself, let alone try to go to this service this morning, and then turn around and go to. That is just way too much for me. Uh, you know, you know, and the service is, it's today for Zach. I could not do it. I can't. It brings back a lot of memories for me that I don't want to bring up. Bring back feelings and stuff that I don't want to go back to because some things happened, and I went into a bad spiral and got hooked on drugs and was doing drugs like crazy, and so I don't ever want to go back to that space in my head and in that place in my life ever again. Got past it, got fortunate enough to be around friends who helped me get past that. And so that's something that happened. And I know I'm being really real today, but anyway, that'll happen. So that was the start of my weekend. Then I go to Houston, get to see my little G, get to hang out with him. And then all this crap happens to my car. And I'm just like, you know what? Then I get here today and I can't get on the computer. It's all messed up. Things are going wrong. My Wi-Fi is messing up. I'm seeing right here that it's just gremlins. It's just one thing after another. So, but anyway, let's get to something at least somewhat good. Somewhat good. Listen how I say that. In NBA news, get, everybody knows what's getting ready to happen. Here is the U.S. Olympic team, and I don't know why I am. It's just. I'm gonna try to get past this as quick as I can today, guys. And I'm sorry we're having a little headache, but it's just I don't know if this is one of those things. Almost don't even want to get in my car and go anywhere. I want to stay at home, just to keep anything else bad from happening. I shouldn't even put that out in the universe. But anyway, here's our Olympic team. Here are the coaches: Steve Kerr, Tyrone Lue, Mark Few, Eric Spoelstra. All of these guys, great coaches. And I look at this team, with the experience. And everybody says this is the best roster ever for the United States. Yes, clearly. And they talked about the Dream Team. I was listening to some stuff earlier. The Dream Team, what the Dream Team did is the Dream Team fostered what the NBA is today. Because of Michael, Magic, Bird, Barkley, uh, uh, oh my God, my mind just went blank. On and on and on. David, oh my God, what's his name? Oh my God, I can't even think of his name. Played for the San Antonio Spurs. David Robinson. And they talk about they had a college guy on there, Christian Laettner. The reason why Christian Laettner was on there is because the USA wanted to put him on there. He did not deserve on there. When they had the legendary game, the legendary 5-on-5 game, they didn't put him in the game like nobody wants him. He knew he should not belong there. He didn't belong there. He wasn't good enough to be there. Now, was he the best college player? 100%. But he did not belong on that team with Barkley and Jordan and Bird and Magic and Robinson and Patrick Ewing and everybody jumped on Chris Mullin. I was like, Chris Mullin was just as good as you got somebody, Devin Booker or Halliburton or whomever. That boy could shoot it, and he was just as good. If not a lot of these guys, so they need to leave him alone now. Should Isaiah Thomas been on the team? I think Michael Jordan put it best because of the simple fact that he had alienated Michael, he had alienated Magic, he had alienated Charles, he had alienated everybody on that team. It. I think it would have been hard on him, especially with Jordan and Scottie Pippen, because of their feelings towards them. So I think that would have messed up the team dynamic. Now, was he one of the 10 best players or 11 best players, 12 best players in the league? That's not even up for discussion to me. Yes, he was. But did he belong on that team? No, he didn't. And when I look on this team, part of what happened with the USA in the Worlds last year was a simple fact that when you looked at the teams, the USA didn't have the inside presence they really needed. So when you look at this team, what do you have? You have Kevin Durant, 6'11". You have LeBron James, 6'9". You have Steph Curry, 6'3". Joel Embiid, 7 foot. Jason Tatum, 6'7", 6'8". Anthony Edwards, 6'5". Devin Booker, 6'4". Anthony Davis, 7 foot, 6'11". Bam Adebayo, 6'9", 6'10". Drew Holiday, 6'2". White, 6'7". Tyrese, 6'4". So you got a good team. So you got the height. Now, part of the thing is defensively. Can you lock them up defensively? Well, yeah. Bam Adebayo, yes. Drew Holiday, yes. Kawhi, yes. So you've got some like that. Anthony Davis, yes. Anthony Edwards can even play defense. Now, Steph Curry, no, Kevin Durant can play because he did when he was at Golden State. But when you look at this team has pretty much everything that you want. As do we have shooters? Well, you got arguably the best shooter in our history of the game, Steph Curry. You got arguably one of the top 5, top 10 best shooters in the game, Kevin Durant. And so there you go. So do you have shooters? Yes. Devin Booker is hot and cold, but can Devin Booker shoot it? Yes, he can. Anthony Davis is athletic as he can be. Jason Tatum athletic. So I look at our team, and do I agree that, yeah, this is the best team probably put together? Yes, I would say top to bottom. Now, someone did say today or Steve Kerr said that they have all of these will be Hall of Famers. And let's look at that statement for just a minute. Hall of Famers. Kevin Durant, yes. LeBron, yes. Steph, yes. Embiid should be, but question mark. Jason Tatum, question mark. Anthony Edwards, question mark. Devin Booker, question mark. Anthony Davis should be. Bam, question mark. Drew, question mark. Kawhi should be. Tyrese, question mark. I don't see where they said there's all these Hall of Famers. I mean, to me, the only ones for sure are Kevin Durant, LeBron, and Steph. Probably Anthony Davis, but he was hurt so much. So I don't understand why he gets these Hall of Famers that Kawhi Leonard would have been if he'd have stayed healthy, but he hasn't been healthy. So why does that qualify him to be a Hall of Famer? Tyrese Halliburton just started. I don't really see him. I don't see Hall of Famer in him. Drew Holiday, I don't see Hall of Famer in him either. Anthony Davis, yes, but he's been hurt. Booker, possibly. Anthony Edwards, possibly. Jason Tatum, possibly. But I see three for sure Hall of Famers in this group. And you guys can comment or go to YouTube, like I said, search the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark, and you can give me your comment on whether you believe all these guys are Hall of Famers. I'm like, I don't see that. Now, maybe I judge people harder, which I know that I do, but these guys should be throwing out stuff. I mean, these writers, this one writer was talking about LeBron's not going to start. What the hell's wrong with you? The hell is wrong with you? Who are you going to start in front of LeBron? That's right. I took a drink. I'll wait. I mean, to me, the starting five is really simple. Kevin Durant, LeBron, Steph, Embiid, Tatum. I put them in starting five order as far as my starting five. That's the starting five I have. I don't know who you would put in front of Kevin Durant. I mean, LeBron, who are you going to put in front of Anthony Davis? You're going to start Anthony Davis instead of LeBron? Excuse me, Anthony Edwards in front of LeBron? How has he gained any kind of status that he would deserve to start in front of LeBron? Now, him coming off the bench, 100%, 1,000%, him coming off the bench. But him starting in front of LeBron, yeah, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that at all. At all. But when I look at this team, what do you have? You have shooting, yes. You have height, yes. You have defensive capabilities, yes. You got three of the best defenders in the league, or four of them right there, Kawhi, Bam, Drew, and Anthony Davis. And the rest of them can play defense. Steph Curry is positionally able to play defense. So when I look at that group, yes. But Hall of Famers, I'm like, do they have potential to be? Sure. But when I look at it, Steve Kerr, I'm just like, bro, I mean, I know you're the coach, and I know you're juicing them up, and I know all that stuff, but I'm just like, but in the age of that we're living in right now, the age of where you get participation trophies, yeah, they're all participation Hall of Famers. I'll give you that. I will give you participation Hall of Famers. Yes, they all are. But that dude is high. Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever you're smoking, bro, hook me up this weekend so I can get some of it because I'm really interested in that. Now, when you guys look at the showcase, what's coming up? Team Canada, remember they beat us. In the Worlds. Germany won the Worlds. So when you look at this, I'm just going, wow. Canada, first game right off the bat in Vegas, July 10th. That's in what? 2 days? That's in 2 days. Will I be watching that? Yes. Will you be watching it? Yes. And it's going to be on FS1. So everybody will be there to watch it. Then, of course, our next game is against Australia on the 15th. That's at 11 a.m. on FS1 in Abu Dhabi. And against Serbia, and look who that is, playing the big fella. Now, what I did is I put, in this showcase, I put down, well, you'll see here in a minute. I'll show you the two teams in their rosters. Why Germany beat us and why Canada beat us. When you look at the teams and now, will they beat us now? I don't think so. The team that we had in the Worlds, I did not like. I thought a couple of players that were in the World should not have been there. I mean, I just didn't like who they had. I'm like, what is this team? This team is not built to beat anybody. And I think that Steve Kerr saw what he was missing and what they needed to add to make this team make sure they won the Olympics. And of course, we're going for our fifth in a row. We've lost one since. We've lost one in 20 years, I believe it is. So we learned from one. And last year we got lucky at the last Olympics. Of course, in 2018 with Kobe made all the difference because he showed them how to practice, how you go about your game. And I think that helped LeBron immensely in his preparation as far as where he is today. I think he has to credit Kobe and what Kobe's work ethic and what he taught him you needed to do and how you should act and how you should be. I think Kobe was really helpful in that. So when you look at the teams that I think that are the most scary for the U.S. Now the U.S. is going to play, like I said, play Canada. So we're going to see how that works out. But when you look at this Canadian team, SGA, Jamal Murray, Lou Dort, R.J. Barrett, Dylan Brooks, Kelly Olynyk, Nickel Alexander Walker, of course, who is Shea's cousin. And then, of course, Trey Lyles, Dwight Powell, Andrew Nembhard. Uh, those are all NBA players. You got a squad there, and SJ still arguably the most unguardable guy in the league right now. You got Jamal Murray, who is one of the best clutch players in the playoffs in the league. Lou Dort, one of the top 10, well, he wasn't on top 15 defenders in my eyes in the league. R.J. Barrett, he's streaky. He can get hot, but he's up and down, so you never know what you can do. And Dylan Brooks, one of the best defenders, he runs his mouth too damn much, but does he have ability to do things and make things happen? 100% he does. So those things are things that I look at as far as what this team from Canada has to offer and what they're going to do. And I think this is going to be a tough game, and that's why I'm so interested to see what happens, because these are guys who know each other really well. They play each other against each other 2 to 4 times a year, so they know each other really well as far as playing against each other. I'm talking about this Canadian team versus the USA team, how some of them play together and some of them play against each other. So this is going to be really interesting to see what happens here. You look at the Germany team and you look at these guys. They've got Schroeder, they've got Thies, they've got both Wagner boys, all NBA players. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see them, and I think they just got on a streak last year. They started playing, and of course, Franz Wagner, who my guy Nathan Taylor of YNB, he loves him. He's one of his favorite guys. He wanted the Thunder to draft him, but like I told Nathan, how did you know he was going to be what he is today? You can't go back and look at that draft and go, Sam Presti, did you know what he was going to be? I don't think you can go back and you can look at that. But when you also look at the Canadian team, they've got 2 Thunder players on there, SGA and Lou Dort. So how do we we're going to be cheering for them? Sure, it's going to be USA 1 and Canada 2. Of course, we're going to be cheering for the United States because that's who we are. And then behind that, you've got Canada and 2 of the Thunder players, so we have no choice but to cheer for them. Right, guys? Everybody believes that, right? Everybody, we're all on the same page when it comes to that, right? Hopefully everybody believes that. So that's how I look at this group. And you look at Germany, nothing they do, other than Schroeder and Wagner, this is decent. But they just play together so well, because in order to win, you have to have a couple great guys, really NBA level talent. Then you have to have some support guys who come in there and know their roles and are very good at their roles. So when I look at this team and I look at what's happening, these teams are going to be good. Now, when you look at the showcase, we play Germany the 22nd. Okay? We play Germany on the 22nd. And that's going to be a pivotal game for us, I believe, because that is going to be the last game, I believe, leading into the USA's let me see, what do I have? Do I have that schedule? Let me see. That's going to be the last game leading into the USA and what we're doing as far as right before the league starts. Let me see. Do I have that on here? Wow, those gremlins just deleted all of my stuff. Wow. You guys can't see this, but okay, no, it didn't. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So anyway, the first game is the 28th against Serbia. So that's going to be the very first game against us that we have is against Serbia, and of course, we know that that's Luke, that's the big fella Jokic playing for the Serbian team. So I didn't put them in there because one, I don't really understand most of their guy who's all on their team. Number one. That's why I don't have them on there. But when you look at the showcase, we play Canada Wednesday. Then we turn around and we play Australia, which we should blow them out. Then we have Serbia on the 17th. So we have, what is that? July 10th, of course, is Wednesday. Then we turn around and we have on the 15th is on a Monday. So we go Wednesday, Monday, and then Wednesday again against Serbia, and that's going to be in Abu Dhabi. Then we got South Sudan on the 20th, which is on a Saturday. Then we turn around and we play Germany on that Monday, and then we start out the following week with the first game of the year. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that and how that breaks down. But like I said, I look at our team and I look at what's going on with the USA and what's going on with us. We have the ability to do a lot of things. We have the ability to. I don't know what is wrong with my stuff today. It is just. I really believe I have gremlins. I think I've got gremlins going on because I can't get anything to work properly. It seems like I can't get caught up on my stuff. My stuff is lagging behind. I don't know what the heck is going on with all my stuff. I mean, it's just like one thing after another today. I can't get anything to work properly since, like I said, since what happened to my guy, Zach, on Friday. It seems like everything has just gone downhill from there. I cannot get anything to work right. I don't know why this thing is just. I don't know why it's freezing up on me, but it is. I'm sorry, guys. It's just one of those things. Everything is just freezing up on me for whatever reason. I don't understand what the problem is. I mean, everything's behind me. But anyway, I'm trying to do the show and do y'all and watch y'all too. But it's just one of those things. I guess we just have to deal with it. I mean, we just got to deal with it because it's falling way behind on my YouTube because I'm watching it over here. I had a couple people that were on, that were watching, they got off, which I don't. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's technology. I just got to get it fixed. I'm gonna call my guys and have them come in and look at it and say, "Hey, man, what's going on with my stuff? Why is it? Where are these gremlins coming from? And what is the problem with the gremlins in my system? And why isn't it working properly?" So, and of course, that's Collaborative Logic, IT Solutions. I'll be calling those guys and say, "Hey, can you come look at my stuff and can you?" The thing that they can remote in and fix it for me without me being here. So I'm gonna have them do that because this is way behind. I'm way ahead of what's up on my YouTube. So we gotta get that YouTube channel fixed. SRB, if you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit my guy Mark Long up over there at SRB. They can help you get done with whatever you need to get done. So hit my guys up there over at SRB. They love, love, love to be behind the scenes. And if you have a dam or if you have a water treatment plant that needs to be taken care of, they can. And of course, like I said, Collaborative Logic, they take care of all my computer needs. And I'll be calling them soon to get this stuff worked out. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, he is the dude for that. So hit my guy up over at Oak Grove Trucking, Jose Fierro. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank at 401M in downtown Yukon. Your 401M in downtown Yukon, actually it's 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, the main bank is. And then YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 at 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks. And I-40, as my guy Nathan Taylor says, 212 steps from I-40. That's what he says. That's what he says. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's what he says, so I got to believe him. And then, of course, YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located at 4609 Southeast 29th, Dale City, Oklahoma, 405-670-2424. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays, 9 to 1, closed Saturdays and Sundays. Probably serving the mid area since 1982. That's 1982. Yes, they are. That's what they're doing. They're serving it over there. Now, our OKC Thunder, Remember, their schedule is coming up. Let me pull this up for everybody so we'll know what's going on. Our schedule is coming up. Where's my schedule at? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm having one of those days today, trying to get everything done. Here's the Thunder schedule right here. Okay, July 8th, which is when? July 8th is today, right? First game, 6 o'clock tonight against the 76ers against Utah. It's our first game today, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens and who's going to be on the Thunder schedule, on the Thunder roster for which we're going to have. We're going to have a full deal tonight to talk about that after the game. Of course, we do after every game. We do our after everything we do our post game show, which we will do tonight after the thing. And when you look at the roster that we have, this let me see. I'll give you all a quick rundown. You have Jang, of course, playing in it. You got Dukas. I'm talking about the guys you guys remember. Okay, you got Keontae Johnson playing in it. You got Jang playing in it. You have Dylan Jones playing in it. Alice Dukas playing in it. Flagler, of course, I said playing in it. Uh, Let me see who else. A.J. Mitchell will be playing in it. And then, of course, Maldonado will be playing in it. K.J. Williams, who I really like, to Jaden Shackelford. So these are the guys that we have playing on the team. And, of course, the second year, third year guys, we still have some guys coming back for that. But we're going to be interested. And, of course, I'll have the full schedule laid out tonight so you'll kind of know who and what we're doing for that. So I'm excited about all that getting done. I'm excited, pumped up to see what's going to happen. But anyway, tonight we go against at 6 o'clock against the Sixers tonight, and we'll have a full show on After the Storm to let you guys know and to get caught up on what's transpiring today after the game. And of course, I will be watching that and looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with the Thunder. I'm excited about that. So we'll see what happens. And then, of course, tomorrow night is the Jazz, and then uh, the 10th is against the Grizzlies. So, which is going to be hard because I'll be watching our game. Then, of course, the Shea Gildas will be playing for the Canadian team, and they'll be going at it. So, I'm not sure exactly what we'll be doing for that, but it's going to be exciting to see what's going to happen with the Thunder watching them play. But like I said, against the Grizzlies, do I really want to watch that, or I want to watch the USA basketball team against them? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about when I'm looking at. So anyway, I'll have the full schedule on air tonight when we do the show for that tonight. So hopefully everybody will be excited like I am to watch the Thunder play tonight and get that first win so we can kind of see what our young players are looking like and what our future looks like here in OKC, which of course I think is very, very bright, what we have coming up based on what we have. So I did not do, by the way, a Thunder roster for the Summer League team, which I'm going to, but I don't have it on our roster because to me it's like it's a summer roster. I mean, how many of those guys are actually going to be on our team this year? Let me see. On our Summer League roster. Let me see. When I look at it, and I'll pull it back up again. But we'll go over this tonight after the storm when we do after the game tonight. You look at the schedule. You're just like, okay, of these guys, the only one's gonna probably be on the team. Man, of course, Jang is gonna get some playing time. Hopefully, Keontae will get a chance to see him. I really, really, really like that kid a lot. So hopefully, we'll have him. And then, of course. Who else? I'm sure Dylan Jones, we may see him. A.J. Mitchell, the shooting guard from Santa Barbara, hopefully see him. But, of course, he is a European player, and we do know how our Sam Presti does love European-type players. So we'll see how that's going to work out. But I'm excited tonight. So everybody remember, Thunder game tonight, 6 p.m., of course, on Bali, and oh my God, we got to listen to Michael Cage. Well, I don't listen to him anyway. I don't listen to the guy because I just can't. I just can't. Don't give me hometown cooking. Tell me what the hell's going on in the game. I'm sitting there watching it, and you come up with nonsense. I can see what we're doing and what we're not doing. Just tell me. I mean, give me your opinion. I mean, I just can't stand them, and I can't stand how the Thunder uses that to manipulate people. And he's terrible. He's terrible. and I can't do it. So, but anyway, tonight I'll be looking forward to that, and then of course soccer. Man, we have good things coming up in soccer right now. You know, you've got the Final Four of the Copa, and you got the European Championships coming up. The Final Four coming up against each other. So I cannot wait to see those and see what's going to happen in this. I'm excited about the soccer part. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just go finish the show up right now, so that we can come back tonight to make sure that I'm gonna try to get everything done for After the Storm, to make sure that After the Storm is working, and that all of our stuff is up, running, internet, everything is done. So the show will be fantastic tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off right now so I can make sure I get that done for tonight. So everybody will be ready for the Thunder, so we can kind of get a good feel for what we look like tonight. So that being said, hey, everybody have a great day. Hope you have a good Fourth. And once again, hey, if you know the Tall Waters, give them a condole. Go out, give them a hug, say hi, text them, whatever.